At the 2006 FIFA World Cup, Brazil participated for the 18th time in the event. The country remained as the only national team to have participated in every installment of the FIFA World Cup. The Brazilian team played until the quarterfinals, where they were defeated by France, finishing the tournament in the fifth place for the third time in history. Qualifying: Brazil's qualifying for the event marked the first time in history in which a returning champion had to play for a berth in the next World Cup that had a direct effect in the organization of the 2006 World Cup. Since the 1990 FIFA World Cup, the competition has had an opening match, which is played immediately after the opening ceremonies. Until the last World Cup, this match was a privilege of the winner of the previous World Cup, who would play its first match as the first match of the given World Cup, against an opponent from its group, as decided by the official draw. As of the 2006 World Cup, because of a change in the rules, with the last champion no longer having a secured berth in the competition, the opening match has become another privilege of the host nation. Despite being the returning champion, the Brazilian team debuted, against Croatia, only 4 days after the opening ceremonies in the opening match. The national team qualified with more ease than in previous years for the 1994 FIFA World Cup. Brazil only qualified in the very last match, against Uruguay, where a defeat would have meant missing the finals. For the 2002 FIFA World Cup, Brazil had 4 different managers, and was once in serious jeopardy of being left out of the event. The qualifying for the 2006 World Cup repeated the format installed for the previous qualifying tournament. In 2000 and 2001, all 10 South American countries played each other, in 2-leg matches, with the top 4 teams qualifying automatically for the World Cup, whereas the 5th best team would play the champion of Oceania, which was Australia, for a berth in the World Cup. Brazil finished first, winning the qualifying tournament. The results were the following, the final standings were the following: World Cup preparation. A month before the start of the competition, the Brazilian national team took quarters in the small Swiss town of Weggis, at the Weggis Park Hotel. The objective was to get the team accustomed to Germany's climate while maintaining the focus on the competition. The preparation started on May 22 and ended on June 4. During this time, the Brazilian team played 2 friendly matches. The first was on May 28, against the under-20 team of the Brazilian club Fluminense, which was in Europe to play a tournament and took a detour to Switzerland to meet and play the national team. This match ended with a score of 13-1 in favor of the national team. The second match was played against the state team of the Swiss Lucerne. The match took place in Basel, at the St. Jacob Stadium, and was won by the Brazilian team with a score of 8-0. For this period in Switzerland, the Brazilian Football Confederation sold the rights to explore the presence of the national team to a Swiss events enterprise. In exchange for the declared amount of $1.2 million, the Swiss company was allowed to sell tickets for the practice sessions €1, which were sold at €40 each, for about 5,000 people per session €1, negotiate permissions for vending points to operate within the training facility and surrounding area €1, which were sold for about €2,000 plus 10% of the profit €1, and to organize and explore the friendly matches that the national team was to play during its preparation in Switzerland. On May 31, only 13 days away from the team's debut in the World Cup, defender Edmar Lson was cut due to a knee injury that had manifested during the practice session the day before. Sao Paulo's Mineiro was called to take his place. Upon leaving Weggis, on June 4, the national team made a stop in Geneva, on June 5, to play its last friendly match before going to Germany. There, the team played New Zealand, at the Stade de Genève, which it defeated with a score of 4-0. Finally, the team went to a German town named Karl-Nigstein im Taunus, which invested the declared amount of €500,000 in order to prepare for receiving the Brazilian team. Draw: traditionally, the host nation is the first seed, being placed in Group A. On December 6, 2005, so as to prevent a possible match between Brazil and Germany before the final, FIFA placed the previous competition champion as the 6th seed, in Group F. The opponents of the Brazilian team in the first stage were, respectively, Croatia, Australia and Japan. History, round robin, the Brazilian team had never faced any of its first-round opponents before in World Cups. But other matches, both official and friendly ones, have taken place. The history of those matches until, but not including, the 2006 World Cup is as follows. Source: Round of 16. Prior to their meeting in the round of 16 of the 2006 FIFA World Cup, Brazil and Ghana had played only one friendly match. Although this was officially a match between the two main teams, Brazil played it using its under-23 team, as the match was a part of the preparation for the football competition of the 1996 Summer Olympic Games. Source: Quarterfinal. Both the first and the last matches between Brazil and France prior to their 2006 World Cup quarter-final encounter were friendly matches. The last one was a commemorative display for FIFA's centennial anniversary. Sources: World Cup squad, PLD equals matches played, YC equals yellow cards, RC equals red cards.